Super Mario Galaxy is aged like fine wine, still holding a rightful place as one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time. After replaying it for the first time in literal years, I noticed a few things. For starters, the gameplay is still fun along with the story and its characters being so well done, but that's not what we're talking about today. What I want to talk about today is the eeriness of Super Mario Galaxy. It has been stated before on YouTube, but Mario Galaxy is easily the most isolating Mario game in the series. It beats the dark atmosphere of Luigi's Mansion and the off-putting atmosphere of Super Mario 64. With the lonely feeling and disturbing atmosphere of space, I often question myself, how can something be so beautiful yet be so terrifying? The music is absolutely adoring, the view is beautiful, but you just can't shake off that eerie feeling. The game itself may not be all that scary, but when you dive deeper into certain aspects and themes of the game, the eeriness starts to appear more. For today's video, we'll be entering the black void of Super Mario Galaxy and discussing certain oddities from both Galaxy 1 and 2 that can give the series an eerie vibe. With all that said, let's begin. One of the more common features of Super Mario Galaxy that would give me an uneasy feeling are the black holes. Whenever you're in a level of Super Mario Galaxy, if you fall off the platform, you then fall into a black void where Mario just spins quickly until he just poofs. This used to make me uncomfortable as a child because Mario just straight up dies in a brutal way. Even if he survived, we don't know where these black holes even lead to. In most Mario games, if Mario falls, the game is over and he just endlessly falls, but Galaxy 1 and 2 are different here. These black holes can appear in any angles too, making them pretty dangerous. You can just walk peacefully and then a random black hole can just suck you up and die in a moment's notice. Personally, if I was in space and there was a black hole literally in every corner, then I would just not go to space in the first place. Definitely one of the eeriest parts of Super Mario Galaxy. Man, Nintendo really knew how to make brutal deaths for Mario in this game. I remember thinking that dark matter was like a type of platform until I realized it was poisonous and can harm Mario. I thought it would be like fire where Mario's in pain and jumps high here, but no, he just slowly enters the dark matter and just straight up disintegrates. Like, jeez, Nintendo. I remember having this shock me as a kid as it was just terrifying. Erasing Mario from existence like that can surely give a 7-year-old me nightmares. You can also get crushed by the platforms while also disintegrating, so isn't that nice? I'm not sure if we've seen anything like this in any other Mario game, as you at least have time to get away from the danger. The dark matter here is like poisonous quicksand to me. Once you're in it, you can't escape and your only fate is to just accept it and let it take you. Whenever you get electrocuted in Super Mario Galaxy, you can see Mario's skeleton for a split second, or he just remains a skeleton if the electricity kills him. If you thought that was too dark for a 3D Mario game, well, there's a certain area of the game where you can see a pile of human skeletons on the ground. However, it isn't just any human, as we recognize the skeleton is actually that of Mario's. Of course, nobody has the same shape as Mario, meaning that what we're seeing here is possibly all of Mario's dead bodies, or I guess failed attempts at rescuing Princess Peach. Yeah, it's kinda dark. This makes me wonder if Mario himself is aware that he has died so much, or if he just forgets everything and just restarts anew. Would that make Mario... I guess so. I mean, after this, the only time we see Mario skeleton again is, I believe, Super Mario Odyssey? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but what the fuck is this? The jellyfish, otherwise known as Jam-O-Fish, in Mario Galaxy aren't creepy in any way, but the design along with how they act in the game just give me an eerie vibe and make me uncomfortable. I personally like the jellyfish more in Pikmin 2, which is a game that you should play. But we also have the Green Gill, I think that's how I say it, which just straight up looks terrifying. I mean, like, no eel in Mario can just ever look friendly, apparently. I just hate how big its eyes are, and like, they can just stare into your soul. Then you have Tox boxes that just look like they want to straight up kill you, with even having these weird looking vampire things. They rarely show up, which is probably a good thing, so yeah. Then we have Sploings and Spranglers, which I mean, I just hate spiders in general. Like, I don't have a fear of them, but like, if there was like one hanging on my wall, I would just straight up kill it. Like, I hate spiders, man. Last enemy to mention here would probably have to be Amps, which are like these electric balls that look way too happy to electrocute you. And I remember these making me uncomfortable. All these enemies just make the game more eerie to me, in my opinion, and I'm kind of glad they're there just for that aspect, I guess. Now, Sentry might sound a bit stupid, but it's always weirded me out how once you feed a hungry Luma, they just turn into a whole level of the game. Did they essentially kill themselves? Can they go back to being alive? If not, having them just end their life specifically to become a level was kinda eerie. You're basically giving the Luma their last meal before they sacrifice themselves for your cause. I mean, noble I guess. After doing some research, they apparently can transform back, as I forgot the hungry Luma you feed in the tower planet can actually transform back. However, no matter what else you do, the rest of the hungry Lumas just permanently stay as a planet. I wonder if the hungry Luma from the tower planet is just special, or if it can just do what others can't. I don't know. This is about the overall eeriness of certain areas. Various areas have cool looking backgrounds, but it's all kind of eerie realizing that if you just follow your fate, it's just like a black void or just floating in space until you end up dying. An area that I think of first is Ghostly Galaxy, with it having literal souls ascending as the background. If you fall down this area without entering a black hole, you're just forever falling down into these lost souls. It's not just Ghostly Galaxy too, because some areas of the game just have such weird skyboxes, which are backgrounds if you didn't know. Bonefin Galaxy feels like you're just in the background of some portal while this creepy looking shark just chases you around. Slingpod Galaxy has possibly the biggest black hole in the game, and Matter Splatter Galaxy where you're just given this background here. Some other areas have such a nice and calming feeling with just an out of place eeriness aspect to it. An example of this is Gusty Garden Galaxy with its Gravity Scrabble looking all nice in the front but being all dark and eerie in the back, or Toy Time Galaxy where you're in a literal children's room yet no form of humanity exists on this galaxy at all. I always thought that as a child that some creepy looking kid would just appear and try to slap Mario off the platform, but thankfully that was never a thing. I don't know what it is about feeling off and uncomfortable when it comes to being in a setting like this. I guess I can thank N's room from Pokemon for that. Some areas can also be eerie just for how lonely it feels. Wouldn't you just feel a bit uneasy if you were in a certain area where all that's around you is just nothing? Just a vastly large space with nobody else but you. If Galaxy had no music throughout the entire game, it would probably most likely be the most off-putting Mario game in the series. Thankfully it does though, since the soundtrack is a banger, come on. Almost forgot though about Big Mouth Galaxy, which, I mean, it's interesting. Literally the shape of a dead fish, so yeah, that's nice. Space itself is unknown for the most part. All we know about space in the world is just about 5%. That's insane. The remaining 95% has yet to be discovered, so it really makes you think, what is truly out there? While you're playing Galaxy 1 and 2, are there creatures beyond our comprehension looking down upon us? In Super Mario Galaxy 2, when entering World 5's Shiverburn Galaxy, you're able to enter first person mode and look above you. The view looks nice until you encounter these weird, strange creatures looking down at you. These creatures are known as Hell Valley Skytrees. They serve no purpose in the game, for you cannot interact with them at all. They just stare you down, looking at your progress. This isn't the only time, as they appear once again in Grandmaster Galaxy, just looking at you. They don't affect you, you can't even interact with them, it's just eerie, you know? This is the most popular topic as to why Mario Galaxy is so eerie, but just what even are these creatures? It has been theorized that the Hell Valley Skytrees are tree spirits from Japanese folklore. Either that, or they were just resemble skinwalkers or shadows of people, I don't know. These guys also have appeared in a few other games, but it's never clear as to why Nintendo put these things in. Was it just some inside joke by Nintendo, or was it just some secret lore in the game? Probably not. I mean, Nintendo isn't really fond of putting much story in Mario games, so yeah, I don't know. However, it just supports the fact that we truly know nothing about space, as potentially there are creatures spying on us right now, just like the Hell Valley Skytrees. After taking a look at all that, just how eerie is Super Mario Galaxy anyways? The loneliness of being in space without knowing what could be around you or what lies ahead gives you an off-putting feeling. As I stated before, it's a magical and beautiful feeling, but it has that weird feeling of uncertainty underneath it. While replaying Galaxy, I enjoyed my time playing through it, but I just couldn't check off that off-putting feeling that something is watching me or just questioning what lies behind our capabilities in some of these galaxies. You can view Galaxy as either calming or eerie, but I can just see it in both ways. No matter what though, Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, I guess. You can view Galaxy 1 and I guess Galaxy 2 as amazing games. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, because I just wanted to make a cool short video because I haven't really uploaded anything in a good while, you know? And this is the first upload of 2024, which, I mean, that's cool. I thought this would be a cool topic to talk about, as to be honest, every 3D Mario game has their own little creepy feeling to it. Well, maybe not Odyssey, but you get what I mean. I have hopefully 2 more YouTube videos coming out before this month is over. so I hope you guys can stay tuned for that. I'll also be streaming later this month, so make sure to subscribe if you're interested and turn on notifications, and like this video if you want to see more videos like this. With all that being said, I've been Daniel, and peace out.